All right, Nick, you ready?
Yeah.
We know we go to the store, we get our beef, we get our pork, but we're happy. And we're thankful them farmers know what the heck they're doing to make sure that we can put steaks and hamburgers and pork chops and bacon on our plates. Thank God for that.
Yes.
All the hay right there, see all the hay?
Yeah.
Bail it up. That's all part of it. You know, another thing a lot of people don't recognize in trucking, nobody thinks of this. When fuel as a whole, gasoline, fuel, bunker oil, diesel 1, diesel 2, whatever, when prices go up as a whole, what do they always cry about on TV when all the prices, when the fuel goes up? What do they cry about? They're always crying about gas prices, right?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. What does this truck burn?
Diesel.
Diesel. Your mom's car runs on gasoline. So, let's think on this for a minute. What really affects a household's cost? Like, if fuel goes up, is it the cost? Like, let's take your mom, for example, right? Standard household, right? Do you think rising diesel fuel costs will ever affect your mom? She burns no fuel. She burns no diesel fuel.
Right.
But do you think rising cost of diesel fuel will ever affect your mother?
One would think not.
No? Don't think so, huh?
How?
How?
Yeah.
Let's take green beans or milk, right? How did the hay get from the field? Or first, how did the hay get planted?
Seeds.
A tractor. A farmer with a tractor planted seeds. What did that tractor burn?
Fuel.
Diesel fuel. When the hay was harvested out of the field, what did that same tractor consume for fuel? Diesel fuel. So far, we haven't touched a drop of gasoline yet. Now we're going to truck that hay from the field to where the cow is going to eat it. How did we transport that hay? On a gasoline-powered pickup truck, or we use a big tractor trailer burning diesel fuel? So now we're going to feed it to the cow. That's going to use some kind of farm implement. Guess what that burns? Diesel
fuel.
Now we're going to butcher that cow and put it on, or we're going to haul that cow to the butcher shop up in Green Bay, or we're going to milk the cow, okay, and then haul the milk to where they process the milk. How did all that happen?
Diesel.
You saw one of those cow trucks go to Green Bay yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're dead.
They're probably dead now.
They're definitely dead.
They're in little boxes right now, gone on their way to your mom's refrigerator or her freezer. Hope to say something for me. And that was in a that was being pulled by Kenworth. So that's all diesel fuel. Now, how do you think it got from where they packaged the cow or packaged the milk and brought it to the grocery store? How do you think that happened?
Diesel fuel.
In a refrigerated trailer. And how does that refrigerated trailer stay cold?
Diesel fuel.
So, when is the first time any of these products are moved by a gallon of gasoline? The day your mother buys it and puts it in her car. Now, diesel fuel got more expensive. The guy that planted the seeds charged more to plant the seeds. The guy that hauls the seeds charged more to haul the seeds. The guy that hauls the hay charges more to haul the hay. The guy that charges to move the cow charges more to move the cow, right? Because he has to pass the cost on to the consumer. You don't think when diesel gets more expensive, I just pay it out of pocket because of the kindness of my heart, right? but we charge more for moving freight. So now the gas goes up. The average person doesn't drive that far, so gas can double. Gas could go up $1 a gallon, and the average family is out 12 bucks a week. But the grocery bill just doubled because the price of fuel to move the groceries, produce the groceries, not just groceries. We haven't even talked other things like that phone you're holding, or the clothes on your back, or that watch on your arm. So if fuel prices go up, you pay it as a consumer. You paid all those extra fuel costs when you bought your groceries. So many years ago, when you were little, back in 2008, when fuel prices went from $1 a gallon to $5 a gallon, people were crying and whining that they were spending an extra $100 a week in gasoline, but they were out another $500 to $1,000 a month in a higher grocery bill. But the news only talked about gas prices. Nobody cared about diesel fuel. The economy rides on fuel, diesel fuel. Gasoline only takes your butt to work. Diesel fuel provides everything for you to buy and what you live in. Think about it. Name me one item, just one, that isn't naturally occurring like air. Name me one item in your house that wasn't moved by truck. Just one. What about the house itself?
The materials to build it probably were
Moved by truck. They didn't fall from the sky. Like the song says, it didn't fall from the sky.
Yeah.
Somehow that lumber grew at, was grown, cut down a tree, moved the tree to the lumber mill, the lumber hauled to the store. The lumber store is where the contractor bought it, or had it delivered by truck, and it built the house. So the entire house was hauled by truck. Anything else you put in the house, not moved by truck?
Besides animals and living things like trees. Other than that, oh no, the tree and the duck. Yeah, never mind. Even they were shipped probably.
Yep. If you bought it, a trucker brought it. Never thought of that, did you?
No.
Don't feel bad. 99% of the American public never thought of that either. And I wonder why the economy went to dog crap in 2008. And now that fuel prices are going high and high and high, I don't have to think too hard to figure out what's going to happen. Congratulations, Nick. You graduated Economics 101. Here's more cows. Peterbilt Model 379. Peterbilt names their trucks after model numbers. Like that truck outside my shop, that's a Peterbilt 352. That's the generation prior to this truck. This truck is a Peterbilt 362. That truck over there is a 379. Obviously a conventional with a hood. Prior to the 379, they had a 359. I really want one of those, a 359. I looked at one when I bought this. It was a 359 in New York for sale. It was black Really looked cool. It was a short hood, didn't have an extended hood on it. It was a cool truck, but the engine was shot. It had water leaking out of the blow-by tube, which means it had water in the oil. Minimally had bad online or oil reading, so I didn't buy it. I know I'd have to rebuild the engine if I did. Nick, in less than a week's time, you will have ridden from coast to coast. Just thinking about that. The other day, you left your mother's car in New Jersey. You met me in Ohio. I drove you in the car from Ohio all the way to Wisconsin. Now we're in a Peterbilt and we're going to drive all the way to the West Coast. Ultimately ending up in Tacoma, real close to the water, right at the port. Obviously, you've been to the Jersey Shore. Now you're going to see the shoreline, or at least the inner waterways of Seattle, Tacoma area. the old road was and the new road is. Up there all by itself.
Oh my god. It's like the Up movie. One house on the Paradise Wall.
Looks abandoned.
Probably got too lonely. There's no neighbors. It looks like.
Yes, so. Probably used to be a grumpy old man lived there and he died. And his relatives are like, I don't want that damn house. See, other than the fact the highway's right next to it, that'd be perfect property for like a vacation or like a cabin or something like that. Like I can imagine like getting on like a dirt bike or something, right, in the summertime. Go out to like, see that mountain range out there? Go to like the base of that mountain range on a dirt bike. Pitch your tent. Here's where I'm staying. Off in the distance out there is like a river right here going over a dry west. That, I guess it ain't dry. Anyway. As long as you're fishing there, I guess you won't starve to death. As long as you know how to fish.